صباح الخير لكل مشاهدين الام تي في. بدأ الأسبوع الثقافي النرويجي اللبناني ب4 نيسان ورح يكمل لبكره نهار الأحد 10 نيسان، وبيتضمن أكيد سلسلة محاضرات وأفلام وحفلات موسيقية عن النرويج وأكيد صلة الوصل بين النرويج ولبنان. واليوم بيسرني بفقرة كتاب أنه استضيف الكاتب الفيلسوف النرويجي ذات الشهرة العالمية مستر لارس غولا. You are most welcome in Kitab and in Lebanon. We are going to talk about your new book, Islam and Modernity, if we can translate in English, because your book is in Norwegian. And we'll talk also about today all the Arab revolutions taking place in the Arab countries, and about also modernity, as we can know about the title of your book. اليوم رح نتطرق أكيد بمواضيع كتير مهمة بتخص اليوم الثورات اللي عم بتصير بالعالم العربي، وأكيد شو وراءها وشو رح يصير من بعدها. I will introduce the public and we'll talk about you. Lars Gule من مواليد النرويج سنة 1955، وهو كاتب وفيلسوف ومناضل ومناصر كمان القضية الفلسطينية. واليوم كمان بيهمه أكيد إنه يشتغل كرمال دولة إسلامية متطورة حديثة. كمان بكتبه من الواضح أنه بيحب أنه يبعد الدين عن السياسة. What is the purpose of your newest book, and why are you concerned about the Islam today?
Well, I've been a researcher on Islam and the Middle East for more than 30 years. And I find it a very interesting and very important part of the world. So what is going on in the Muslim world is important for the developments in the whole world. So for this reason, I wanted to look at the challenges that faces the Muslim world when it comes to the transformations, the changes from traditional society to a more modern society. So this is the emphasis of the book.
The new book. سألته ما هو سبب كتابه الجديد، وليه شو كمان سبب انشغاله بموضوع الإسلام بالوقت الحاضر. قال لي أكيد لأنه هو عمل أبحاث عن الشرق الأوسط، وكمان عم بشوف قد ايه مهمة التغيرات اللي عم بتصير على نطاق العالم العربي، اللي هي أكيد بتأثر على العالم كله. وبهمه كمان مستر غولا إنه
more rapid changes. And this is actually a process of transformation that in the West it has taken more than 300 years, and we're still not finished with this process.
Yes, of course.
And the challenge to the rest of the world is to do these transformations much quicker. And that creates tensions, psychological tensions, political tensions, social tensions. All of this makes for a very unstable and very problematic future in many parts of the world.
سألت مستر غولا شو هي الإشكالية اللي بيحكي عنها، هي إشكالية الإسلام والحداثة. قال لي أكيد لأنه التغيرات اللي عم بتصير بالمنطقة العربية هي تغيرات عم بتصير عمهلة بكل بطء، وما ننسى نحن أنه التطور اللي صار بالغرب أخذ أكثر من 300 سنة وبعده لليوم ما خلص. يعني فجأة بالعالم العربي صار في بده انه صار في اكيد يعني ثورات لا اصلاح اكيد امور كثيره، ولكن عم بتصير بسرعه كثير كبيره، ما عم تاخذ مئات السنين، عم تاخذ ايام واشهر. وهيدا الشيء اكيد بيولد الكثير من الضغط النفسي، الضغط السياسي، الضغط الاجتماعي. ومن هيك هو عم بيحكي عن هالإشكالية بكتابه. Do you think that this is, I think, is a very important question that many people in the West and in the East are asking. Do you think Islam will be adapted to democracy?
Absolutely. All religions change. There are people who think that religions cannot change, but all religions change. They change. Islam today is different from Islam 100 years ago. Christianity today is very different from Christianity 100 years ago, and so on. So all religions do actually change, and they adapt to the circumstances. So I cannot see this problem of a so-called impossible combination of Islam and democracy. This will happen. It is, but it's taking time. It's not happening overnight. It is not something that you can do in a revolution, because this means that you have to change the minds of people, and that takes time.
Yeah, and you think people can adapt them, you know, after years of specific habits, specific thinking, and you know, in Islam religion, the politics and religion goes together. Do you think it will take only a few years for them to adapt to a certain freedom? Because freedom starts within.
Well, this is what we can see in the revolutions in the Arab world today. It's already changed. The younger generation is already there. They are saying, well, I'm a Muslim, but I want democracy. I want constitutional rule. I want transparency. I want responsibility. I want a responsible government, and so on. So the young people, they're already there.
The new generation.
The new generation. Older generation, those who have a vested interest in status quo, in maintaining a specific interpretation of religion, they will oppose this. And this is why we have a continuous struggle. But of course, I have to say, of course, in the long run, it's the young generation who...
لأنه من 100 سنة الإسلام يعني الدين الإسلامي كان شيء والدولة الإسلامية كانت شيء واليوم شيء وأكيد ذات الشيء بالدين المسيحي. As we can see till now in Libya, in Syria and Yemen.
Well, there are similarities, but there are also very important differences, because all the Arab countries are different. Beginnings of these revolutions, and then they have gathered followings, like we could see in Egypt, in Tunisia, where it started with these young people, and then huge numbers of the Tunisian and Egyptian people and so on continued. The situation in Yemen, in Bahrain, in Libya is slightly different, but still you have the beginnings with the young generation. So similarities and differences, and that's why we cannot predict that this is going to end in the same way in all these countries. We will see different outcomes in the different countries.
But you have an optimistic vision of these revolutions.
Of course, yes, I do.
They will lead to
whatever is going to happen.
changes.
Yes, whatever is going to happen, whether there is going to be setbacks or success, the Middle East has been changed forever. This is a situation that cannot be totally reversed. We can see setbacks, but at the same time, the ideas of democracy, they have taken root in the Middle East, and it shows that to be